So as everyone will be getting access to the calendars in Salesforce, we have one uh, thing called calendar, which will be viewed like this, and you can create different viewing of calendars. Let's say this is of my events currently, but you can create new calendar. Before that, a user needs to select a lead or any object, but I'll be going with event next, and you can give the calendar name as my site visits. User need to select follow up date and time. New this week, same. What are the filters will be available? Let's say I'm creating a event called my site event, my calendar, and I'm selecting the field for start is follow up date and time, and a list view is new this week. Let's say the site visit that are new to this week or created in this week, that will be available in special calendar. I'll be selecting subject for this, as it will be visible as site visit. I'm clicking on save. It will be coming into different color. Let's say there is no data, that's why it will be viewing like this. But if I have the too many site visits, I can segregate the visits into two different types: new this week or late next week or previous week, which I have been completed. It's basically a list view type, segregating the data into visibility, design of data into different list views. Let's say you can see the blue color is visible now. I'll uncheck this. Now, when you uncheck this, only the color which is in pink, only those site visits will be view on this calendar. If I check this again, the site visit comes with like this. It's basically a designing of data.
So even your my site visits is site visits, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's
You can
I
see.
just took an example of showing you.
Okay.
You can create based on how I have taken the how you
How can I
are
create?
applying a filter for a report.
Can you show me how do I create my calendar? So say if I want to add my calls, outgoing calls also, outgoing scheduled calls in this.
Sure, sir. I'll be deleting this calendar. I'll be showing clicking on new calendar. Search for tasks. Scroll down. You can see task. Click on next. It will be calls, right?
Yes.
You need to select the date and time for it, on which date the call has been scheduled or on which day I need to follow up the call. And same, the task list view comes up. So can I get the scenario again? You are saying about calls
So say I have scheduled a follow-up call for next Thursday.
next Thursday, right? Okay. I can click on. I need to create a list view in tasks object. Then I can
Of
view the
all
list
the
view.
calls of all the calls scheduled for future.
Okay. You can say open tasks, that is which are opened already or which needs to be completed in future. I need to select open tasks filter. This is subject. Let's say this will be when I select this subject, mean that it says about a site visit. Let's say if you see in backend, if it is visible, you can see a subject called site visit. Now if I select subject here, it will be a follow up or callback or something like that. You can see new lead connect now is visible now.
How did you filter it with the calls? Sorry, I missed that part.
Based on follow up date and time. Okay, I'll show
You
that.
did. Yeah, can you show that once again?
Based on follow up date and time.
No, so how does it know that follow-up date is only calls or is it site visit as well?
So
How
only
does it?
calls. Okay. Let's say You can see a subject between this is a site visit, and the icon will be calendar. If you hyphen here, the icon will be the subject will be new lead
No, I'm
calendar.
just trying. One second, one second. I got it that what you've done is exactly what I was looking for. But how did the system know that we're trying to filter calls
Okay,
in a green and site visits in blue?
sir. Coloring is like
Talking
when.
about how did we differentiate between calls? How did we?
Okay, so can I create another one? If you observe, while
Sure.
creating a calendar, I'm searching for the object. Okay,
Okay. Can you just click on these? Yeah.
if I click on the drop down, if you are
You
going.
selected leads. You selected leads in this. So select leads.
No, sir, I have selected previously event, and for creating a calls, I have selected tasks.
Okay.
So if you
So
are,
because you're working on in Salesforce, you know this. How do a person who's just getting into Salesforce know?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
How will we know this? Which event to select?
sir, initially it will be a hectic for you also, but when you keep on doing this, you'll be getting know of how we can create different calendars for by using event and tasks.
Can we not rename it to site visits or calls so it becomes easier for everyone?
Sir, we need to check and get back to you on this.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Taking as feedback, let us look on it. We'll try to do it. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions on this?
No.
Okay.